Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafe Gal. We're gonna play some Final Fantasy IV Randomizer. I haven't played in a little bit, and I've kind of been getting an itch. We're trying something a little different. This is called Dark Matter Mode, and the goal for this one is going to be to locate 30 pieces of dark matter in chests throughout the world. So, no key items required, no other things required. We get our dark matters, we take them to the smith, and then we go to Zeromus. That means we still need access to Underground, we still need access to Zeromus. Still, Moon and Summon bosses get mixed up into the pool, so key items are still going to be spread out, and we will still need key items to access different areas. And let's see here. Characters are standard array, but we can get duplicates, unlike some of the last runs. Let's see. Treasure is wildish, so it's going to be similar to that pro set, except for a whole tier up. So a lot better items. We're also going to be opening a lot of them, so that's going to be... Gear's not going to be a problem. Also, we're going to have no free lunches, only for key items, so we will get free characters as we go. Shops are standard, bosses are standard, except the Alt Gauntlet. And we've got a basic kit, no adamants, and spoon. Pretty straightforward. So, very similar to our standard run, except for the idea of it is to open all the chests. The main difference for routing this is going to be, we're going to be looking for locations with lots of treasure chests as our primary locations. And we're going to be going out of our way to get more chests, including going through some of the dungeons that we normally avoid because of trap chests. Looks like a Porum start, I believe. Porum and Rydia. Look. Porum Rydia. Okay. So, the good news is with free lunches on for characters, we can actually recruit a full party of 5 before we actually fight anything. This isn't a terrible start, because getting Rydia a good summon can be very valuable. But this would be a terrible start if we didn't have free lunches on. So we're going to start off by going to the Waterfall Cave. So this has chances for very good treasure. Lots of treasures. There's like 20 chests throughout this dungeon. And a character, which looks like another Rydia, which is unfortunate, but we'll take it. At this point, we honestly will take... I mean, there's no reason not to take every character you get early on unless you're doing a slingshot, which we're not going to be needing to do, most likely. So, the good part with getting Rydia is summons tend to be very good against some... like against the trap chests and some of the other encounters we're going to be dealing with that we normally wouldn't. If we get a Titan or a... if we have Rydia grow up and we get Titan, or if we get something like a Bahamut or a Leviathan, those can go a long way in making Rydia functional early. Okay. So I'm trying to remember how far we want to go. I think this is the last one. There's our first dark matter. Okay. So we don't have exit, I don't think. Yeah. So we're going to turn around here. and go through the back half from the back entrance. I would generally prefer to do this with Exit, but it is some of the best early game gear as far as what we can find. We did find a Zeus Gauntlet there, which can be really nice. I mean, honestly, if with all these high-end checks that we're able to do from this area, if we were to get like a heroine robe early, it would really go a long way. We could make one of our Rydias very strong. We'd have to, she can't use Zeus Gauntlet until she grows up, but still. Dragon Whip. So we do have the ability to make one of these Rydias a physical attacker, which will help balance things out a bit. Okay, another dark matter, good. So I think, yep, that's where we were last time. That's where we exited last time. So that's the front and back half of Waterfall. I don't think we're gonna go in the other one yet, but we'll do that when we decide to fight that boss, maybe. So once we get a party that can actually take the boss. We do have a Mute Knife also, which is a decent item for one of our Rydias if we're going a more caster route. Second Mute Dagger, so we actually have some decent magic buffs. Honestly, most of the time for this type of game, I would prefer a Palom over a Rydia, but if we actually get those more physical bonuses, Rydia is a little bit more flexible in that regard, and also the Tiara will go a very long way, because I believe that is a magic buff as well. Free character here, Sid. So we have a physical monster to go with our magic characters who are much squishier. I think we're gonna go straight down to Mazidia. Because that's 2 more free characters. Second Forum and third Rydia. Okay. This is what happens in some of these. Okay, so I'm not actually sure what's better. I think we're gonna throw out one of our Rydias. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure we're gonna be throwing away one of our Forums, but then they revealed that it's a third Rydia instead. Okay. So let's do a little bit of organizing here. We want to change form. I think we're gonna have this Rydia be our... Let's go for the Tiara. She can't use Zeus Gauntlet yet. Give her Tiara, Black Belt, Power Step? For the back row ones, I not have a bow? I may have to buy a bow. Just realized I had a headband. So actually, no. This one can be full-on Dragon Whip. With a black belt. This one will be Tiara. Think we've got anything else that she can use yet? Second power staff? Did I miss that? Oh no, I switched it out. Never mind. And Sid, I don't think we've actually got much yet, but we've got these Zeus gauntlets, which will go a long way. Leather armor is a little better, cap's a little better. Okay. So I'm still not liking this party a whole lot, for obvious reasons. Let's see what we've got here. No? Well... we can use this to back row glitch our party quick. It's not a good bow, but it gets the job done for this purpose. So that if we have multiple enemies, Sid can still do full damage. For those unfamiliar, the weapons, the Dragon Whip that we gave Rydia gives a bonus to all of her physical stats and a penalty to all of her magic stats, which you would think is a bad thing to put on a caster, but when we buff her up the way that I stack all those items on top of each other, she should be able to actually do some damage. That's kind of the goal. Okay, let's go through some of our actual basic dungeon areas next. Where are we at on Dark Matters? Okay. So we're gonna save and start heading down Antlion. There are 45 Dark Matters hidden throughout the game. We need to get 30. Second black belt. That's very, very good. We should be able to use that for Sid, I think. Or possibly that Porum with the power staff. Or possibly that other or Porum with the power staff. Because we can now double Porum power staff. Never mind. Rydia just got stupid. Next level. She needs to go through one fight without using Sylph first because she needs to have enough MP to use it once. But once we get to that point, we should be good. So our Mute Dagger Rydia is now super powerful. We can theoretically stack that up on top of each other and go to double. I think we actually want Sid with the, just so he's, oh wait, no, he's got diamond armor, never mind. We're gonna do the middle one because they get an accuracy bonus, so if we were gonna have one hitting, we're gonna want that one. Okay, so all good, and we're gonna go Silver Apple for Rydia, just to make her health a little less abysmal for this first boss. Complete fair warning, we're going to be dumping probably a Rydia and a Porum before this is over. We'll find other characters that are better than that, most likely. If we don't, this is going to be rough. Oh, I forgot to actually heal after giving her that apple. Oh. Okay, you just used weak on the person with 2 health. That's a choice. Okay, we got him to second phase. Second phase is a dragon. We have a Rydia with a dragon whip. If he doesn't get murdered by the Chocobo spell here, which should do a bunch of damage. Actually, Sid's gonna kill it. No? Okay, there we go. So level 1 Rydia just did 800 damage. So Rydias are gonna gain levels. That makes us a little more functional. Power key is not what we're looking for. Technically, I guess we could go do hook, but I'm figuring what the best plan is going to be to do a couple more of these early boss spots. By the way, if we're doing hook, we're not doing it to actually go through the hook yet. Obviously, we're going to go get characters. But at this point, I think just going Hobbs, just kind of do the standard Hobbs over to Fabul route, is a good plan. And actually, we can take our Rydia up here. That looks like Sylph, which we just got already, so we get to sell a Sylph, which is nice. Money is good, I hear. Another Mute Dagger. I'm not complaining about this. Rydia with Sylph and a Mute Dagger is really good early game. Only downside with Sylph is that it's single target. Kane. Miss Dragon for a Kane. Who do we take out? Probably one of the Porums? No idea which Porum is which right now. I guess it doesn't matter. There we go. Like I said, Sylph's kind of good. It's also glitched so that it doesn't actually cost MP. And what that's gonna do is make our characters hit or it's gonna mean that Rydia, or probably pretty soon here both Rydias. Although, honestly, Dragon Whip Rydia is really powerful early game. Like, I'm not completely opposed to just leaving that Rydia as is. Like, we can put her in the back, middle here, so that she's got the accuracy bonus. Since she's back row glitched, she can attack from the back row as if she were in the front row. No penalties. Straight in, get this full check done. Honestly, getting a cane here with the Gungnir Spear we had already found is really solid. Naga Sisters. I don't think this is a very high magic spot, so this shouldn't... Oh, that's actually higher than I expected. That's not necessarily a good thing. I mean, it's not a huge deal because, again, we've got... Like, both of our Rydias are set up with basically the way we're going to want them towards the end of the game, almost. Like, if I get a second Tiara, I'm probably swapping the other Rydia from Dragon Whip over to Sylph. For now, we're good. Rain Spear's terrible. Another Dark Matter, though. At the end of the day, the Dark Matters are what matters. And we're finding a pretty good clip of them at this rate. Claw. Good if we get a Yang. Otherwise, probably not. Lilith is same as Mute Dagger for intelligence boost, I think. Double check here. Mute Dagger is 5. Yep. Nothing too fancy there, and again, we're not going to need a lot of gear. Either Sylph, which actually I should double check. Oh, I guess it doesn't give you the Sylph item the second time, it just teaches you Sylph, so that must just be a waste. Darn. Oh well. Hop into Silvera quick. It's got a couple easy to grab chests. I really need to stop feeling like I need to go to every single weapon shop, considering how much gear we're pulling already. Quick back row glitch on Kane. That makes our whole party, which is nice. I don't have any characters that need to go through Ordeals, and Ordeals doesn't have a ton of treasure. So I'm thinking let's check Baron next. Baron does have a bunch of treasure. Let's just go ahead and do this check first. Eddie. Valis is going to be... It's not the worst spot for Volvalis. Let's see if Sylph hits here. Does. So we're in good shape. I forgot about the fact that she switches to heavy physical attacks after that. But this spot doesn't actually give XP, so we can leave them down and we get a full heal afterwards. Pass does not give us progression now, but it means it'll be easier to get to Zeromus later. It's one of the things we do need. So at this point, all we really... we technically have what we need. We've got our way to get to Zeromus and our way to get to the Underground. We can get an easier way to get to the Underground. And we can get a... You know, we can get different characters. We can get a lot better gear. The rune armlet. That is ridiculous. I'm continually inclined towards swapping Rydia to a more magic-based, because double Rydia with Self is really good. We don't have a Towering Hook. Huh. We did do Mist Dragon, so let's do Mist Village, looting, and get the key item there. Darkness Crystal is not something we're going to be pursuing right away, but it's okay to have. Blackrobe and Wizard Hat are kind of weird because they are technically boosts to... It's just habit, but actually I'm okay with that. I'm not sure I'm gonna actually use the Cat Claw, and it's pretty good money. So yeah, both of these are will boosts, which are white magic. And I don't think Quorum can actually equip Black Robe. No. She can equip this rune ring so that she's got a little bit better survival rate and roundedness. I had something else I was going to equip there, and I'm blanking on what it was. Oh, Earth Hammer. I don't actually want to equip it, I just want to have it available. Did I do those checks? Nope. Grab the chests here. Again, we're... I'm honestly tempted that this boss is so low level, it's not even worth doing for the most part. Wow, Sorcerer Robe on top of everything else we've got. This is a kitted out... Like, we are literally one weapon away from that being end gear for Rydia. We are going to do the Octomom spot. There is treasure behind Octomom, and it is actually very good. As far as value goes. And it does look like we may be doing more deals after all. Bomb. That's not what I wanted to see there, but we should be okay. I forgot how fast this spot is. Unfortunately, Sylph only hits one person. But the HP on this should be pretty low, and we've got Sylph as a free heal at least. And then we should just be able to beat the rest down pretty easily here. Actually, I probably should have used Earth Hammer, but oh well. Yeah, Rydia's damage might seem low compared to to what Sid and Kain are doing, but they also have endgame gear and are strength characters. She's still doing about 10 times the damage as the other Rydia. Crystal Ring, nice. Actually, let's throw that Crystal Ring on here. Only a couple chests here, but very good potential gear. Obviously with the crystal ring that we got. And think I said ordeals, and I'm thinking that's still the best option. Get as many bosses under our belts as we can before we go down book route. There is another character here. We'll have to see who it is. I'm not even sure who I'd want right now. There's a Palom. Do we want to trade out Iridia for a Palom? When we've got Sylph and Dragonwith and Tiara? I don't think so. I mean, honestly, I'm tempted to swap the Forum. Just let Iridia be a quasi-healer. Yeah. Should be good with another Mute Dagger. Not ideal, but good for magic. He's gonna learn a lot of good offensive black magic way earlier than Iridia. This just got stupid. Like, genuinely, this is ridiculous good drops for gear. So we have a very good offensive party right now. The big trick is going to be keeping our caster Iridia alive for the sake of being able to just blast everything with Sylph, and more importantly, to heal based on that. Stop single target. Stardust? I think Stardust should do it. Luke, this should be pretty straightforward, I would think. Yes, yes, all the text. There you go. With the Harrow and Robe equipped now, Iridia is out damaging Pain. And just got 2 turns in a row. Or like, almost got 2 turns in a row from that agility boost. I think we just stay poisoned and deal with it. It's a free heal at the end of this. Rat tail. We have the hook, so we can do that check. King Queen Eblin, but it's only got 1,000 hit points, so we should be able to take out King in 1 hit. Maybe 2. And then Queen will just disappear on her next action. Nice thing there is if we happen to find a Cecil, we can have a Paladin Cecil, I guess. I don't think we'd do a Tella at this point, unless it proved really necessary for some reason. Like, it could be okay for grinds, but we have regular shops in this, so we should possibly be able to find sirens, and if we can't, we should be able to do a lot of the standard grinds pretty easily. My go-to at this point is still grinding doors, which is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Especially on this mode, from what I've seen, just because you do have to it does require you to check a lot of chests. Sealed Cave has a lot of chests. So I think our only other option is Hook at this point. Unless this is something good. Yeah, or we could get Magma Key here and get a free pass into the underground and not worry about it. I mean, we possibly want to do at least Cave Eblin later. I'm just going to leave this over here so we can do that if we want to. We do need some levels before we can do a lot of the other bosses that we have access to right now. Tower and Dwarf Castle aren't terrible. Except for the fact that Dwarf Castle has 2 fights in a row, which can be scary. But we'd have our Rydias grow up. We get an extra character. Like, it opens up some options for us too. I think that's it. Hey, I made the decision to throw my 1 white mage off the team. I'm gonna grab Ashura when I can. Actually, wait, do I have... I don't yet. Okay. So here's going to be the... We're going to check underground. Just do a couple very basic checks. And see if we can get sirens. I'm not expecting to get sirens, but it is a possibility. So if we can get sirens here, that will save us a lot of trouble. Coffins are actually not bad. That'll at least help with some of the potential grind spots. I don't have any really good ones available. Wasn't sure if there were items there or not. Yeah, let's try Dwarf Castle. Let's see what happens. Their Ogre Axe. Now you're just teasing me. I'm gonna want that eventually. I want that now. Can I get two? Yeah. So I said that they were really close. This is one step up on the item train. Still don't have any good I think I'm gonna leave this as is still. Thunderclaw. I don't remember. I think it's. There we go. A couple more Stardust. Those will actually be really nice. There's the Assure I just spent all that money on. So Stardust does okay damage. The big thing for that is going to be the fact that we have to do a lot of noxious checks. Siren. There we go. Another Siren. And a Silent Staff is actually really solid. If we had a White Mage to use it. Which we already have Silence, which is better than Lunar, technically. Odin? Oh, that was the second one, wasn't it? Oh well. Not a huge deal. So we have 2 sirens, 2 coffins. I think rather than doing Dwarf Castle right now, we're going to do our level ups because I want Hallam to have Quake. At this point, theoretically, we could have... I'm honestly not 100% sure what the best plan is, but... That was some solid levels, which is what I was going for. Not even sure we actually need this second one. Save our coffins at least. Okay, getting rid of virus is good. How are we actually doing on our objective? 16. We're over halfway already, which is pretty solid. I do think we want this because Rydia growing up is kind of important for this. I'm not actually sure how important, but it might be. This is when I wish I actually knew how to do reflect strats. I also don't have a white mage to cast wall, so I can't really do reflect stats that way, or strats that way. CPU should be fine. CPU with Sylph is actually really, really easy. Let's get rid of that remedy. We're just having Paladin bluff here because eventually... Oh. I was gonna say eventually we can just have him use Quake. We probably actually could have just done Quake that time and taken out both, but oh well. Too late. And we have a fully healed party going into the second fight. And another character option. Let's see what we got. Honestly, I'm not even sure who I'd want to adjust it to at this point. Ooh, Moon Boss. Let's see. Yep, not taking that. No. I actually have a good option for this. I don't. See if that's enough. I don't think we're gonna need more than that with Berserk Pain. Yeah, we didn't end up needing it at all. We could have actually just left him alive, but oh well. That's not a super high HP spot, and we were hitting really hard. Kane does bonus damage against flying enemies. Now we get to watch cutscenes. Luca key. That's unfortunate-ish. I mean, I guess we could go do it? Like, what's the downside of doing Luca Cave now? It's a bunch of treasure checks. We can do our doors as we go, which means that we're set a lot more set on levels. We do have a lot of XP that we're gonna need if we're using this party, which I'm not even sure is a good idea still, but I'm not sure I care because it's kind of fun. I realize that's a lot of times my attitude with stuff like this, but I really don't care. I'm not actually even expecting this to be a race. I'm just doing it because I felt like it, and the stupid gear drops are fun. I can't remember if these guys can be instant killed. Let's try quick. Nope. This should do it. Almost. Seriously? And unfortunately, that's probably gonna kill. So Kane won't get the experience. Or the heal. Another rune arm. Rune bracelets are really good, and honestly, I forgot to turn lights on for that. Oh, regular fight. Whoops. I hate this fight. Like, from playing the vanilla game, this was the absolute worst fight. Because you get it, besides maybe Toad Lady, just because of the time it takes. Should have just done exit, got to skip it. See if this kills Manticore. Good. Those guys hurt, but we should be okay here. You can see there's a big difference in how fast Palom learns spells. Okay, I can never remember which of these actually have chests and which ones don't, because I normally don't loot here. So I'm probably going to open some doors I don't need to. Again, that gives us some extra levels, so I'm not super worried. This should drop him. Nope. Manticore showed up. And it's going to counter with Blaze, which is going to be kill Rydia if we don't heal. Continuing to make me lean a little bit towards double caster Rydia, but oh well. I know where some of the chests are, I don't know where all of them are. Here's a good sword for Cecil if we end up with him. Or if we end up finding him, rather. Jeez. Am I just really off on my relative agility or something? Rydia is the one who desperately needs the most experience, so... That's unfortunate. Excuse me. Jeez. I forgot to check my agility. Oh well. Let's see if that kills. No. And Purple Rydia loses experience again. She's 3 levels behind now, which is not necessarily good. And I guess theoretically, if she ended up a few more levels behind, I could get her, at least get her a double. What am I doing? That's what I was doing. Making sure encounters were off for this walk. Yeah, it's time. She's barely contributing at this point, and like it's not like her damage output's terrible compared to some characters. But with all this gear we've got, that's our last life potion. We need to do this quick and not make sure that we don't lose another character. Okay, so we are getting to endgame territory with those characters already for levels. Not like actual endgame territory, but like the beginning of it, I guess, is a good way to put it. If I had a good party, we would be in endgame level, or the beginning of endgame levels. With the party we've got a ways to go. Rydia doesn't actually learn endgame magic until very late. Whoops. But we've got enough levels to hopefully just squish anything as far as regular bosses go that get in our way. Like, we've got Tower and this one, and Dwarf Castle, and... No, we did Dwarf Castle. Regardless. Like, we're in good shape. In a lot of ways. And that should make the rest of this go a bit faster. We've got Double Sylph, Quake, Triple Virus, and some sacks of hit points. I mean, I guess we don't technically need to fight this boss now. We might be in trouble. We might not be in trouble. She doesn't hit that hard. But he counters summons. I think he only counters summons if you use them on him. So we'll just spam Ashura. I think we might just be dead, which is okay, because I was gonna say we can just go back to... We can just go back to our save anyway, and call it good. And we're actually at an hour point, or at the hour mark anyway. We don't actually need to fight that boss because it's not a key item we need, so I'm just going to plan on walking back out, but for now, we're going to take a short break. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.